What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Right now I'm going into nature. I got my water and shit. There's just some things I want to talk about, bro. I've been going through a really weird phase again in my life. Like, this is the phase I went through when I was younger, and I'm going through this shit again, bro. I ain't even gonna really speak on what the phase is. But it definitely has something to do with sex. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I ain't afraid to speak. Man, why the fuck my cat? Oh, that's the light. Get my fucking shit. I'm gonna talk to y'all about some shit though. Bro, there's no way my camera actually looked like this, bro. I've been going through a weird phase, bro. Oh yeah, there we go. I've been going through a weird phase, bro. Like, specifically with sex, bro. And I feel like this is every man's downfall. Like 100%. This is every man's downfall because a man can stop smoking, a man can stop drinking, a man can stop doing this and doing that. But I feel like sex is every man's downfall, right? Now, here's something I noticed mentally. It's only your downfall because these people programmed it to be a downfall. I got my bun in and all that. Bro, I really don't know how to explain this shit, but this shit is all in your head. This whole time we process to think that certain things make us fearful and shit, right? Like, bro, it's not. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Now here's the thing, bro. And I'm gonna talk on a deep topic. I'm gonna get kind of deep here, bro. And a lot of y'all, I really don't give a fuck who hears me right now. Let me drink some more water, cause I need this shit. I'm gonna talk on a deep topic. I'm not throwing this in nature, no, so don't worry about that. I'm putting this bitch in my pocket. I'm gonna talk on a deep subject. I know a lot of y'all is dealing with pornography addiction and shit. And I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all. Most likely, bro, this shit ain't gonna end. It ain't. Your sex problems, right? Your weed problems, your smoking problems, your drinking problems, your financial problems, all that can come to an end. But your sex problems, as a man especially, will never come to an end. That's just, as men, this is who we are. This is just what we do. Nah, man, it smell like fucking weird out here. Anyways, like, I'm gonna sit here and explain this to y'all, bro. Like, and this is the counteract medicine, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Like, and I'm gonna be 100 with you. Like, this shit ain't gonna end. Why the fuck does the lighting look different now? This shit ain't gonna end. This shit is not gonna end. And yesterday, there was a whole fucking bee or wasp that kept following me. And I told y'all in my other videos, there was this fucking bee or wasp that kept following me. I think it's gonna happen again. I think it's gonna happen again. And it kept following me. And I was like, man, there's no way this bitch about to sting me. And it fucking landed on my neck and it stung me. And I was not thinking it was gonna do that. Yesterday I got severely stressed out, and this is besides the point of what I was trying to get to y'all about, right? But I'm just telling y'all some shit, right? I'm just telling y'all a little story about some shit before I get deep into what I was talking about, like the pornography and shit. I was stressed out, bro, and I told you I've been sober, I've been clean, I've been doing my shit. Oh my god, I think it's motherfucker gonna come back, the stinger. I've been clear, bro. I've been clear. So the other day I got severely stressed out from a few situations, and I wasn't really able to sleep. And I don't know why, but when I do have stress, it's like, I don't know, I feel weird as fuck. I feel like after I stress, I can't go back to my normal self. It's weird. Like, I'm so used to not stressing so that when I do stress, I feel like I I enter a portal and I can't sleep. I feel like, bro, if y'all don't notice, like, I've been doing ice packs on my skin and shit, and I've been trying to drink cold water. Bro, like, irritation is a real thing. When you get angry, it causes irritation to your skin and to your facial features, if y'all didn't know that. So being irritated is a real feeling. Irritation is a real feeling, right? Now, emotions is emotions, right? But being stressed and then irritation being caused to your brain and all that, it's like you got to think of stress like this. It's like a, how do I explain it, like, the best way? Like, I got it on the top of my tongue, but it's like, how do I explain it in the best way for y'all to understand? Like, irritation is like a it's like a rubber band, right? It's like a rubber band in your brain, and if you keep stretching and stretching and stretching the rubber band, it's gonna pop, right? So that's what your brain is. It's like a rubber band. Every time you get stressed, it stretches and it irritates your brain. It irritates your brain, and when your brain is irritated, your body starts to become irritated. Irritation will show in now, I don't know if this is true, but bro, I know a lot about science and shit, bro. And I know a lot about like how shit works, like genuinely, like with the body and shit, bro. So like all this irritation that you doing, bro, it's like it comes to a point where like like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a rubber band, bro, and if you keep going, it's gonna pop, right? But like, or it's like irritation is kind of like a bag of popcorn, right? If you keep heating it too much, it's gonna pop. Now, here's the thing. That's kind of like your brain when it's irritated or when it's going through stress. Like not irritation by itself, like literally, but being stressed and then getting irritated, right? So, like y'all can search this up like scientifically or whatever, right? But this is the truth, bro. This is the truth. Like, your brain is literally like a bag of popcorn, bro. And the more irritated you get, it's like it's gonna keep puffing up, bro. And it will literally pop, bro. And that happened to me the other day. And I was not fucking with that shit. And when that happens, like your natural, like, I don't know how to explain it, like your natural ways kind of disappear. And it's like, bro, it's like that night I could not sleep. And it didn't feel normal. But I went back to being normal. And the next day, I went back, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I didn't really just go back to normal, bro. It's like I never really went back to normal. But then like I like ended up like coming to a point where I was like, okay, like, bro, what the fuck was going on with me? And then I just snapped back into like the reality that I was in before. So what I'm saying is, like, this shit will, bro, it's like a bag of popcorn, bro. If you keep getting stressed and you keep getting irritated, it will literally, like a bag of popcorn, bro. It will like irritate your brain, bro. It will irritate the fuck out of your brain. And like your body, like, and I told y'all, it's like scientific, like your body and your face, like any feature will look more irritated. Like your skin will be irritated, your body will be irritated, everything will be more irritated. So like I had that happened just yesterday, I think, right? Now I'm coming out. I'm coming out here. I just came out into nature, right? I just came out into nature. And I'm starting to finally feel like the stress was like, I'm starting to see like I'm not seeing, because I know what it was, but I'm just like understanding more and more in my brain the deeper I go, right? Now, here's the thing about learning about yourself, bro. It's like you kind of have to go through things in order to learn about yourself, right? But y'all go about it in a way where it's like you smoking, you drinking, you taking drugs to figure out your shit. Like, you have to be sober, because when you sober, you can finally evolve and understand your mindset. Bro, look at this fucking shit. There's a turtle. Look at this. I'm not getting close to that motherfucker, but yeah. Y'all gotta understand something, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all this shit because I know, like, honestly, bro, we all humans, bro. And like, you can see, like, you can kind of see the problems within people's facial features. And like when you see people, you can kind of see the problems with them, right? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. Like aside from the stress thingy, right? You have to come out into nature. That's no like gimmick. You have to come out into nature. You have to. Or else your vibe is not gonna go back to normal, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, a lot of y'all, like now I'm gonna go back to like the sex topic and like the pornography topic because I'm out here in the woods and I want to get this video done because I'm about to go for a run, because that's what you need to do to kind of like, you have to do this shit. You have to do this. If you don't want the things to bother you in your brain, or anyways, before I even go that deep, let me tell y'all about the sex and all this shit. So, like, we all have weird sex phases, bro. We do, and that's inevitable, right? And it's come to a point where I used to think certain shit. I used to think like, man, like this shit is no good for me. But honestly, there's no such thing as good or bad. You have to live your life the way you want to live your life, even if it's weird shit, even if it's weird sexual shit, right? Now look though, right? Like sometimes I know a lot of y'all like have porn problems, and y'all watch porn and you're like, man, after I watch porn, I get anxiety. I get anxious. I get scared of talking to people. I get this. I get that. Dude, like, to be real with you, like, and y'all tell me, y'all say, or I see on the comments on other people's videos about shit like this, because I do research, y'all be like, man, like, after I watch porn or some shit, or after I watch specific videos, I just don't feel the same. I don't feel like I'm me. Now, let me tell y'all something. Like, do y'all genuinely think it's normal that after you watch videos, you get this level of anxiousness where it's like you too scared to even talk to somebody, or you just completely lose your confidence? Like, you have confidence, after you watch porn, you don't have no more confidence. Like, does that genuinely make any sense to y'all in your brain, right? Now, I'm not saying go ahead and do this shit, because I'm not going to say overload your brain with this shit, because it's not good. It's not good. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but nigga, I would not watch porn every day. Like, even as me, myself, I don't do that. I would not watch that shit every day, because I already know, like, it's not even about what it does to you. It's like, bro, watching other people have sex all the time is not, you should really be out there doing that shit yourself. It's not until you come out into when you're in your room all day, that's what you're gonna think. But when you come outside, you're like, oh shit, there's a whole world. But it depends on how deep you are and how connected you are to nature and to the universe. It also depends, because me, I'm severely connected. Now, but look, there's gonna be days though where you're not connected. Like yesterday, I was not connected. I went through something so stressful, it lasted the whole day, and I had no control over it. So, anyways, that's besides the point. Like, I told y'all, it's gonna come to a point where you evolving so much and you becoming so healthy. Excuse me, I got burps because I drank all that water. Where it's gonna come to the point where you're so connected with universe and you're so grounded. Like, nigga, it's gonna come to the point where stress is gonna take over your brain, because you're so used to not being stressed. And then you, like I said, I didn't feel normal after all that stress. I didn't feel normal because I'm so used to not stressing. And then I went through that stressful phase, nigga. I didn't feel. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, like, and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, dude, what the fuck's going on, right? Something in my brain was telling me, look, bro, I know you're getting stressed because of this stress, right? And I know this is happening, but go back to working, right? It's kind of hard to go back to work after having such a stressful situation. It's like, and I told y'all, this is what stress does to you. It irritates your bowels. When you get stressed, it irritates you. It's not natural. So what I'm telling y'all is, even in a stressful situation, don't get stressed, because yesterday it was like I was yelling, bro. It wasn't stopping, bro. It was just mayhem, right? Now, we all human beings and we gotta have a moment. So don't. My problem is that I beat myself up too much. My problem is perfectionism, right? Every day I look at myself, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm this person. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let someone stress me. I'm better than that. Like my personality's built off of that, right? So when I do get stressed by someone, I feel unequal. I feel uneven. And I know a lot of y'all relate. I'm like, man, how can I let these no life at people do this shit to me? And I'm this type of person. So it's also ego. And the more your ego get hurt, the more you de-escalating from it. So you have to get hurt. And it's going to take you getting stressed out a lot before you realize it's your ego that's getting hurt. That's what's stressing you out, is your ego. Holding on to it. So, back to the pornography and the sex. I've been going, like, dude, ever since I was young, and I know a lot of y'all can relate, I've had weird sex phases. I used to watch weird pornography videos. I used to watch all kinds of shit. I'm going to sit here and tell you I watched everything. If it was gay, straight, trans, bisexual, all of it. That doesn't mean that's who I am. But, nigga, we all done that. Let's be real. And I'm going to be the person to come out here and tell y'all this shit. Now, I'm personally, I'm into females. I have a kid. I'm into pussy, bro. Right? But like, and I'm going to say it for all the niggas, bro. Like, I know sometimes we be thinking about other shit. I know sometimes we be watching some other shit. And then we start thinking about shit. Right? Now, I'm not going to talk about my personal sex life and the people that I have in my life with sex. But sex is inevitable. Nigga, I'm probably going to have sex for the rest of my life. I am. So trying out other things is inevitable, right? But that's besides the point, right? You don't have to do that. That's understandable. But like, as far as the pornography and shit, like, no one's saying you can't do this shit. Like, I still don't really have an answer on it. But you have to, like, bro, honestly, the world is world, the world is the world, and life is life. Y'all gotta understand that at some point, you gotta be able to go through anything in life or see anything in life, and it's not like something that could devalue you, because that's what we train to do, right? We train to go, like, I told you, I disconnected from social media. I completely disconnected from Twitter, Instagram, and all that shit. I don't watch YouTube videos. I don't listen to nobody's music. Okay, right? So that's one thing, right? But if, like, for example, you have a pornography problem, right? Let's say you don't do no social media, you don't do nothing. Okay, even if you do it or not, we just talking about the topic of pornography, right? Or sex, right? Dude, like, to be real with you, even if you didn't watch pornography ever in your life, nigga, you still have those thoughts. You still have specific thoughts. It's about the level of control, though. They try to make you think, oh, because you have these thoughts, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Like, bro, I used to watch porn, bro, and I used to think that I had severe anxiety. I used to be scared of people, talking to people. I used to be scared of this. I used to be scared of that. And I'm like, why? Why am I scared after watching people have sex? Why? Why do I feel different? And honestly, bro, it don't make no sense. It don't make no fucking sense at all why we think like this as humans. It don't make no sense. It don't. As of lately, at this age, I've been realizing what all this shit is. And I've been realizing how to deal with this shit. Like, I've been realizing stress is inevitable. Sex is inevitable. Watch it. This loud ass helicopter going over me. Pornography is inevitable. Fighting is inevitable, right? Well, not fighting, but like getting into arguments and shit or stressing. Fighting with yourself. It's inevitable. I realize no matter how much I try to run away from those things, and I try to come out to nature and I eat healthier and I try to run away from them things, they still come back to me in some way or shape or form. Through another human being or through me. So what I'm saying to y'all is this shit is inevitable, bro. And all those things that you thinking in your brain, oh, this does this to me. This does this to me. Porn does this to me. Watching this does this to me. Like, for the social media, I can't vouch for. I can't. Because I do personally think that shit changes your mind completely. Because, dude, when I was using that, my mind, I did not know how to fucking think, right? Now, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, sometimes I struggle with pornography myself, right? But don't think of it so much as a struggle. I'm coming to the point of realizing, like, bro, it's not a struggle. If you could control your brain and you could tell yourself when you could do something, it's not a struggle, right? Like, it's not a struggle, bro. It's only a struggle if you feel like you have to do this shit. Like, you have to do this shit in your brain. You have to do this shit. Like, as soon as you wake up till when you sleep, you got to do this shit. Like, you can't stop searching up Pornhub, being your shit. Like, that's a problem, bro. Like, people need to change the word struggling. because we're not really struggling. We just humans, bro. And this shit is inevitable, bro. So be a fucking man, or be a grown person, and realize that this shit is all in your fucking head. You know what you need to do when you have anxiety or anxiousness? You just need to go and do what you was anxious about. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with porn, bro. It has nothing to do with none of this shit. And for the longest, I know y'all been thinking that, and the longest I've been thinking that too, but it's not true. It is not true. It is not true. If you're happy with yourself, you connected with yourself, none of that shit is going to change you. Nothing can change you. Nothing can change me, bro. No matter what I view or what I watch or what I see. Nothing can change me or what I do. So what I'm telling y'all is stop letting these things. We're programmed to think that this is what happens. Bro, they programmed y'all to think that, like, now I don't know when it comes to foods. I do think there's certain foods you eat that cause anxiousness and ADHD and all kinds of shit. But they programmed y'all to think that doing this gives you anxiety, or watching this gives you anxiety, or watching this gives you anxiousness and depression and insecurity. Like, dude, like, when you finally break out of that and you finally realize that it's all a hoax and it's not real, then when you finally break out of that, you're going to start to realize that, nigga, insecurity is not even a real thing. Anxiousness isn't even a real thing. You getting mad at this and that. It's not even a real thing. And I don't know how to explain that to its core even more, bro. It's just not a real thing, bro. And for the longest, we all thought that this shit was a real thing. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing, bro. Like, it's not a real thing, and it does not disconnect you. None of this shit that we doing is disconnecting us from human nature or disconnecting us from people. It's not. Now, I can see the reason why some people say porn makes you care less, because it does. You got to understand, though, there is some consequences to things, though, because all this shit is like a drug. There is some consequences. Obviously, if you watch porn, you're not going to have the desire as much to talk to a female. Unless you a nigga like me that has a undeniable high sex drive. And you healthy as fuck. And it just depends on the type of person you are. But even me, like, sometimes after I'm done with my shit, I'm like, bro, I don't even care about it. So it does. That's why they tell you, like, it does ruin desire a little bit. And your attraction to females a little bit. It does. Well, not your attraction to females, nigga. If you attract to females, that's just who you are. But, like, your like drive to, like, get with them and talk to them, it does ruin that, because it makes you focus more on yourself, because you're like, okay, well, I'm pleased now, I'm good. You don't really care about nothing else now, right? So yeah, it does do that in a way, shape, or form, right? But honestly, if you have control over your brain, then honestly, nothing could happen to you, right? It couldn't. If you sat here and you watch porn all day, like, honestly, it couldn't make you feel like that unless you let it mentally, though. And that's what y'all got to understand. So when you start feeling like that, you just got to understand who you are, though, as a person. And like, who you are, you got to always remember who you are. Because honestly, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, especially if you're young, you got a long life to live, and all of this shit is inevitable. There's no point of thinking, oh, every time I watch porn, this happens, or every time I do this, this happens, or every time, bro, because honestly, you're gonna think that way for the rest of your life, and you always gonna be, you're not ever gonna be yourself, because you're always anxious over stupid little shit. We all have this perfectionism mentality, where if we do this, oh, we fucked up. That's what they make us think. That's what the internet makes you think. Oh, if you watch porn, you fucked up. Oh, if you do this, you fucked up. Oh, if you do this, you fucked up. This is the perfection. When they tell you fuck up so much, it makes you feel like you got to be perfect. And it makes you think that everything you're doing is wrong. It's a perfectionism mentality. It's the same thing as the ageism mentality. Now, y'all asking me, man, how do I get my knowledge? How do I get my information? Bro, look where I'm at. Look where I'm at. Straight from the source. So, my answer to y'all, because a lot of y'all keep asking me about the pornography shit and the lust shit. My answer to y'all is, it's inevitable. I don't really have an answer for it. But a lot of y'all asking me that because, bro, holy crap, like, all of y'all have this problem, bro. It seems like every fucking American has this problem. This shit is inevitable, bro. It is inevitable. You see me? I'm the same no matter what I do. So are you. So there's your answer. There's your answer. There's your answer. This shit is inevitable. It's inevitable. Now, you letting this shit change you? Like, nigga, you can watch pornography and still have love for females. Like, I don't know where all these thoughts came from, but it's the internet, bro. It's the fucking internet. It's the fucking internet, right? Now, I'm not telling y'all to go watch porn because myself, I wouldn't sit here and do that all day. I wouldn't even do that more than, like, bro, honestly, I wouldn't even do it like that. Like, to be real, I probably wouldn't even do that shit. Only, like, on occasion, like, if I'm, like, I don't know, like, I know some couples like to watch porn and shit. Like, you know, like, I don't know. I ain't gonna really talk much about me. But I'm like, bro, like, sex is sex. Like, it's just sex. Whether you view it or whether you watching it or you viewing it or you doing it, it's sex. It's still gonna go in your brain the same way. Sex is sex. Now, overconsumption of everything is always a bad thing. That's like overeating cheese. Like, nigga, you gonna have stomach problems. Like, that's like over drinking alcohol. Like, nigga, you gonna feel slumped over the next day. That's like over smoking weed. Nigga, you gonna feel lazy for the rest of the week. You're not gonna feel like doing shit. So if you're doing it to that extent, nigga, that's an addiction, bro. That's different than what the fuck we even talking about. That's an addiction. So I think addictions come too from when people stop themselves from doing things because of perfectionism. Tell me not. When you stop yourself from watching porn, don't you feel like doing it even more?